in India, the nature of the problems with patients with corneal issues are much more significant or much more severe than we would see on a routine basis in North America.
The complications because of poor quality corneal tissue, poorly trained surgeons, and poor cataract surgery is still a major stumbling block.
We have 1.36 million corneal blind in India, and 25,000 patients get added to this number every year. Most of the corneal blindness is essentially because of the lack of good quality eye banking facilities.
When I first came to India, in all of India, there was only 750 transplants performed. 50% of those transplants, the patient ended up worse off after they had the surgery than they did before.
The success of the corneal transplantation depends not just on the surgery, but on good quality corneas. And that is the role of the eye bank.
Eyesight International is the only charity in the world that is addressing exclusively eye banking and corneal transplantation. Getting the tissue for the transplantation and training the surgeons to provide the care to the patients. Eyesight International, in partnership with the Avi Prasad, introduced hospital corneal retrieval programs where we identify people who pass away in hospitals, train counselors approach their families in a culturally sensitive fashion, who will then get consent to donate their eyes.
Once we have consent, these corneas must be recovered within 6 to 8 hours of the death.
Technicians assess the tissue and process it.
The technicians work to ensure the suitability of corneas and distribute to corneal surgeons.
We have patients having transplantation with top quality tissue, and the outcomes are first class.
Ramayama International Eye Bank is the third largest eye bank in the world and the biggest eye bank in Asia. It is a state-of-the-art facility, and we have very good quality standards and good quality corneas.
We don't have a waiting list for cornea transplant. We are lucky to have a large supply of corneas whenever we have a need.
This facility is one of the busiest corneal transplant services in the world. In 1990, the eye bank did 25 transplants. Last year, they did over 2,700 transplants.
Ramayama International Eye Bank at LVP is also having a replicative impact.
Beyond the state borders, many of the eye banks send their technicians to our eye bank for training to learn the technique from our technicians.
We are in the process of helping to develop eye banks across the country.
When I first came to India, I was told before I even arrived, Indians won't donate tissue. You're wasting your time.
Last year we collected more than 10,000 corneas, and that speaks about how it is not the beliefs that a community has, but the approaches that we use that makes all the success as far as eye banking is concerned. We achieved success in a country considered to be where people do not normally donate corneas.